اللهم صل وسلم وبارك عليه وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Respected elders, brothers and sisters, dear children, it is indeed rahmah of Allah to meet today and discuss a very, very important subject nowadays, which is the subject of our brothers and sisters in Islam who are suffering so much. They are called the Rohingyas. The Rohingya is an ethnic group that lives in Burma, country called Myanmar, that are oppressed. How badly oppressed? Is so bad that even the UN kafir, they are not Muslims, say this is the most persecuted group of people on earth. Even the UN, or kafir, they witness that this is too much. And it's just 3 hours flight away from Malaysia, meaning they are very near to us. And Allah will ask us Yawm al-Qiyamah, what did you do to help your brothers and sisters? Whatever you can, even if a lecture like this, because this is no less than feeding them. This is no less than building wells for them, for water. This is no less than educating them and building masajid and madrasa for them. Why? Awareness. When you create awareness, help can come. When people are not aware that you are in need, they will never help you because they don't know that you are in need. So, and this is caring. If you care, you talk about the issues. So today, inshallah, my team and I, may Allah reward them, few brothers and sisters who helped me in preparing this presentation. Some very young, some couples, and others. Now we're going to show you through our Riyadh al-Jannah Association, which is an organization that is to serve you and your children and your families by giving you first education, Islamic education, Quran and Sunnah, history, life of Sahaba, Seerah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and other issues, inshallah, and other subjects of knowledge in the future. And also, this organization doesn't just teach, it does good things through your charities. So we will show you what we have done in few places of the world, but today mainly we focus on our brothers, the Rohingya. Now, this is the map of Myanmar. The Rohingyas live here. This state here, this is Myanmar. Look at China, Thailand, Bangladesh and India. This is, of course, Indian Ocean. This is Indian Ocean. This is Thailand. So Malaysia is here, right here, where the point is, the red point. India, Bangladesh. Bangladesh is here. We will see. This part of the world is called Arakan. What is it called, children? Arakan. Arakan is like state. It's like Kelantan, like Johor. Okay? That belongs to Myanmar or Burma. The majority Burmese government and people decided to clear this state from the Muslims, from the Rohingyas. The ethnic group that lives there are called the Rohingyas. They are Muslims, their faith is Islam. So they killed many of them, raped many of them, tortured many of them, and the majority have left to the nearby country, which is Bangladesh. The nearest to them is Bangladesh, borders. Of course, if there is any problem, where do we get out? From the window or from the door? From their door. So the nearest is Bangladesh. Bangladesh, Muslim country, but very poor. So now you understand the danger, because they didn't even run to a rich country. A country well off. So more problems also to Bangladesh. How many Muslim Rohingya live in Myanmar? They say 1.5. Already 900,000 have left. They are already in Bangladesh, almost 1 million. So when I'm going to tell you, let's help, we are not helping 100 people or 200, we are helping almost 1 million. The population of Kuantan and Ipoh together. Imagine you go to Ipoh and start feeding people. How many people are you going to feed? Please understand this. You go to Kuantan and you start feeding people. How many people are you going to feed? And all need food. That is how bad. These are the ethnic groups. There are the Bamars, the Shan, the Karen, the Rakhine. The Rakhine state, here it is. Or what we call the Arakan. Now, little history. You know Paramiswara?
Yes.
Paramiswara was Hindu, right?
Yes.
Malaysia was Hindu nation before Islam. Muslims came, start doing business. Paramiswara became Muslim. A Hindu turned Muslim. Then the Malays, alhamdulillah, followed him. Same thing. There was a Buddhist king in this part of the world. When the Muslims came from Arabia to promote Islam, the Buddhist king became Muslim. And his people became Muslim. But he didn't force Islam on everyone. That's why his state, Arakan, had also some other ethnic people, other groups. Buddhists, Hindus. So he left them. Because in Islam, we don't force Islam on people. But the majority of people followed him and became Muslim, like the Malays. Who created the problem? The British. The British that you love so much. And want to visit twice a year at least. For no reason sometimes. You don't even have a reason. You just feel like, hey, my genes are telling me, let's go to London. What's wrong with you? Go anywhere but to that place. Unless you have a very valid reason. Takbir. Yeah. Hey. And by the way, the British didn't do personal things to me, by the way. Alhamdulillah. Okay? So maybe they did something to Sheikh. That's why he doesn't like them. I don't like them for Allah's sake. Please understand. They are your enemies. They are not your friends. No, Sheikh, but they are your enemies. Listen to Allah. They occupied you, still love them. Takbir. You still wear that t-shirt. British. Takbir. Right or wrong? British flag. Here. The British, when they occupied India long time ago, Bangladesh was part of it, and all the way to Myanmar. They also occupied Myanmar, Burma. When they were leaving, they made the borders a river. They split the river. Part of it to Bangladesh, part of it to Burma. That is the problem. That's the key. So the British, before leaving Burma in the 30s, they started negotiating a place of what we call tension. And please follow me. The problem of Palestine, who created it? Kashmir. Who occupied Kashmir and India? Say it. Don't be afraid. Rate it. Look at them. They are even scared to say British. Astaghfirullah. They are. So Kashmir problem, British. Palestine, British. Kuwait and Iraq, British. This one, you here. British. Malaysia and Thailand.
British.
Thank you. Very good. Boys, good boys. Who else? In Africa, go see Africa. America, very good. It's them. They want so that they will always, it's what we call pre-colonization. After colonization, how do they live? commonwealth. Their wealth is common to them. Your wealth is common to them. Their wealth is just for them. Takbir. You still love them and go visit them. MashaAllah. Okay. Here. They created this part of the world, this problem also. Tension. Look now who is suffering? The Muslims. And subhanAllah, wherever there are Muslims, actually, majority Muslims, they will create that because they were thinking about another 100 years after they leave. How do they survive as steel masters? Where do they get the resources? Of course, cheap, from India, from this, from this, from this, from that. And weapons, they will sell to you weapons, no problem. So now, they are pushing them to the neighboring country, which is Bangladesh. The nearest country to them, Bangladesh, and that's why they cross the river. We will see one more, inshallah. Now, I would like you to watch this video, please. It's very sad video, very sad, to show you how they were fleeing from their own land, where they were born and raised. This is your land, man. You were born in Malaysia. People kick you out just because you're Muslim. So I leave you now. Listen, please, don't make noise, children, and watch and thank Allah you are not one of them. Thank Allah you are not one of them. Huh? Less music, less. Hey, less music. No music here. Takbir. Some of you cry with the music, don't cry with the photos. Wow. Look how many people are living. Look. That's the river that separates Bangladesh from. It's called the Naf River. Watch. Be quiet. This is a drone. Shh, quiet. Ya Allah, they talk even when they watch. Those are the boats that cross. They charge people 7,000 taka per person to save you. And many of them try to swim and they die. Because the currents of rivers are harder and more dangerous. That's it? Okay. Now Balukali camp. One of the camps is called Balukali. Look how many people live here. This is one camp. Here is Myanmar, here is Bangladesh. So wherever you see this red and green, these are what we call the camps. There are 9 major camps. The biggest is Kutapalong. 97 was long time ago. Now 250,000. Look, plastic. Look how many people. Because we think only a few hundred. This is Balukali, one of the smallest camps. Look. All that plastic. Bamboo and plastic. Thank Allah for the house you have, for the apartment you live in. all these hills were full of trees, no more. Because they have to remove them. So, deforestation. Major, major problem. Thank you. Okay, now here is the Bangladesh. Alhamdulillah that Allah made Bangladesh as a neighbor to Myanmar. Allah is most wise. He knows what to do. Imagine India was all. Then there will be major problem. Indians will not allow. So those people will not be alive. They will just be killed. At least when they run away, they cross this. This is the Rakhine state, part of Myanmar. They run here. They run here. By the way, this problem started in 1962. What happened in 1962? The father of Aung San Suu Kyi, his name? Suu Kyi, sorry. His name is Suu Kyi, not sushi, the food. He was the prime minister. And he had ministers with him from the Rohingyas. They were ministers. Few ministers came from that part because he wanted a government of all ethnic. When there was a coup d'etat in 1962, the military took power. It put the prime minister in jail and started from that day targeting the Muslim community. So they started removing what we call their IDs and their passports. So from 1962 until this venomous lady came to power, her name is Aung San Suu Kyi, the daughter of Suu Kyi, the military never killed children and women. But when this woman came, she started killing women and children. Something the mind cannot imagine, that a mother or a woman start deliberately killing other women and children. That shows the haqd, the hatred she has in her heart against people who have done nothing wrong. If they were just born there. Now, Sheikh, why now? Why they are targeting these people? Why they want them out? By the way, the military, the Burmese military calls it Operation Clearance. They want to clear the Muslims out of that state. Why? They found trillions of cubic for gas and oil. And China needs that, and India needs that. It's too near to them compared to go to Middle East. For them to get the oil from there is easier. And look, it doesn't cost them much. So who is the problem? The Muslims. But are they really a problem? No. But they don't want to even tomorrow pay them some allowance because the oil is in their land. Wherever there are Muslims, there must be oil. SubhanAllah. Somehow Allah blessed us, wherever we live. So the people cross the river Naf, that's why it's called Teknaf, and then this is where they are, in the Coxs Bazar area. So if you ever go, you have to fly to Dhaka first, and from Dhaka you fly to Coxs Bazar. And then you go to the camps and help, give your help, whether it's food or whatever you want to do. Do you see now the problem, children? Okay, next please. By the way, what happened in 1962? In 1962, in Rangoon, you need to know a little bit of history, the Israeli embassy opened. And it started, the massacre started right after that. So who has given them the idea? Is Bani Israel. Please do not, why do you think Allah mentions Bani Israel a lot in the Quran? Why Allah tells us about their plots? Because it's a universal problem and it will be until Yawm al-Qiyamah. Only us we don't understand. Okay. So Islam is very old there. It's a problem of the British. The British, when they created the new Myanmar and new Bangladesh, before they left in 1946, they left this mine that exploded now in our face. And we have to help, instead of focusing on Palestine, now you see. Now, one of you may ask, Sheikh, what's the interest of the Israelis in creating a problem like this? Maybe you are exaggerating. No problem, I answered that question. Israelis are very smart. Listen what they do. If there is only the problem of Palestine, everybody will point the finger to who? To the Jews alone, right? So they go create these problems, Tutsis in Africa, Hutu Tutsis, if you know what I'm talking about. They create Kashmir, they create Rohingyas, so that they will say, we are not the only perpetrators in the world. You got it? When someone does something bad, he wants everybody to do it, so that he will not just be blamed. Everybody smokes, why only me? Why you blame me only? You know, everybody does. It is in his interest that there will be other problems. So since 1962, India and Israel helped these Burmese. And when this killing started, latest killing, which was 25th of August 2017, Modi, the Prime Minister of India, was there, shaking hands with Aung San Suu Kyi, Prime Minister of Burma. So what does that mean? Nothing happened haphazardly, my sisters and brothers. There are people planning for you too in Malaysia, but some of you still not aware. Careful. Yes. Why? When? Since the beginning. They have never been good. Since they put their brother Yusuf in the well. They wanted to kill him. Who are the Jews? Bani Israel. Bani Israel. Who is Israel? Yaqub alayhi salam. Since they wanted to throw their brother in jail and kill him actually in the well, before they wanted to kill him, only one said, no, wait, just to get rid of him. So they are bad to themselves. You think they will not be bad to others? All right, here is now satellite photo. Allah, alhamdulillah, helped me. I went all the way down here, all the way to the tip, where you can see the river huge here, becomes big. And you can see the people crossing. Why they cross here? Because he's quite safer. Safer militarily, but not safer in geography. So many of them die here. They die. Those cannot make it here because there are military checkpoints and they kill them. So they want just to cross here. But here dangerous because the river is huge, is large. Here the river is still small. Okay? Here is almost like a delta. So here is Nayapara camp. From here we went all the way. Coxs Bazar is here. So you have to go, and it's dangerous roads. Very small roads. You know your roads in the 30s? Kampung roads? That is Bangladesh. Not Dhaka, I'm talking outside. You know when a road, one stop, the other one pass? Like that. It's still very underdeveloped. It takes you nine hours to drive from Dhaka to Coxs Bazar. Because the roads are small. Although it's not a big, what we call a big country. Here is how the refugees are here in Coxs Bazar area. For example, this camp called Ukhia, Kutupalong. This is the biggest. So now, some of the reliefs we couldn't do, and I want you, please, the donors to understand. We wanted to start project, for example, for the wells. We already, alhamdulillah, built 5 wells. But we wanted to build 30 wells. 25 donated by some brothers, and 5 donated by other people. When we wanted to
Actually, the people told us, please wait. Why? And I verified that with the military. They said, the military, Bangladeshi military, they said the government is deciding to move all these people to this area and build a new city. So please, they said, you can feed, but don't do permanent things because waste of money. Wait until the decision is made. But I know waiting, I will wait for them for no more than 3-4 months. Because they said long time ago, 1991, wait, like Nayapara camp, it's here since 1991. Children were born there who are, 24, 25 years old. Now, new generation. It's going to be a long problem, my brothers and sisters. May Allah just help us to help these people. Ameen. So, this is the borders, the white, and subhanallah, please, they are not the same people. The Rohingya speak different language than the Muslims of Bangladesh. It's just the West tell you they are the same. They are not the same. Here. If you live by the river, you may understand few words. But once you go in, they don't. They speak different language. But the West is saying, they are your brothers, why you don't take them? They are my brothers, why you don't leave them in the land? See? That's the West. So please understand that's a world conspiracy against this area. Even America has interest here. By the way, this is the longest sand beach in the world. In the world. Is in Bangladesh. Only sand. Almost 100 kilometers you drive, just sand. Do you know what you can do with that? Economically, you can make a lot of things. That is in the land of, subhanallah, Muslims, Bangladesh. Yet it's one of the poorest countries in the world. Just fisheries here, just fish. Fishing or tourism. But corruption is too high. Okay. Next. Now, alhamdulillah, we had 2 trips. The first one was on the 2nd October, last month, and the second one happened just this month. So what we did, you can see still the smile, subhanallah. Look at these children. This boy especially and this one. They saw hope. I don't know. When I visited them, they were like happy. The others were still worried. And look, children, look. I have not seen any fat child, or man or woman. Chubby, just chubby. This is how they look. If you see a chubby person inside the camp, he is Bangladeshi. He's not Rohingya. That's how you know. Alright, in our mission we did the following. Alhamdulillah, we established some relevant contacts in aid with other organizations. Very important to work with other organizations, especially local. Because now the government of Bangladesh is not allowing other organizations to come and even do some relief unless you have a partner there, a local Bangladeshi partner, which we understand. It's okay. You grow up and you forget, don't worry. Shh. Children, follow me. To aid in feeding, construction of water supply via tube pumps, building of 30 more, inshallah. We already built 5, 30 to come very soon. To establish long-term supply and distribution of raw cooking material to targeted Rohingya families. The greatest thing we did, sisters and brothers, was slaughtering of 100 bulls. We will show you, inshallah, some photos. And feed them meat, because meat to them is a luxury. They've been eating just rice, plain rice. Sisters, brothers, you feed yourself only white rice for months. When someone gives you some meat, Allahu Akbar. To build more schools and masajid. Every masjid will have a musalla, madrasa. Every masjid will have madrasa. So people pray, children study. That's how we keep their Islam. Very important program. Very important. Because with famine and poverty, they can lose their religion and turn Christians or Buddhists or whatever. Next, please. This is a clinic that I visited. Look at the medicine, that's all they have. And that's luxury. This woman is coming, this man, Rohingya. The doctor is here, is on my right-hand side. And then once he gives prescription, he goes to the pharmacist. And the pharmacist gives few tablets, whatever they can. So we took with us some vitamins, alhamdulillah, like here. And we have given them. This is mainly iron for the children and for the pregnant mothers. This is also vitamin C we took with us from here. See, they are very happy to have just one. One, they are very happy. So things like this we can take with us and give them, inshallah. Here are the wells. That's a tube well with a pump. And you can see there is a stone near where they write Riyadh al-Jannah Association, Malaysia. They're very happy, very thankful to Allah, to all of you. They make dua. These are few projects being now done. These are part of the 5 tube wells that we have constructed. Now look at this young kid, very happy. He's taking his shower. He's very happy. But women cannot do that. So they need shelter. And that's what we are building. We are building shower room for ladies. Because a woman cannot take shower like a man can put sarong and wash himself. He's happy. But not a woman. Aura of a sister is not like aura of a brother. And you cover them, Allah will cover you. Listen, you cover Muslim, Allah will cover all your mistakes. In dunya and akhirah. How about that? This is a tubal area where they are enjoying some shower from the well directly. This is masjid. This is masjid. Temporary. Masjid. Plastic.
You can go upstairs. Go upstairs. You can take video.
No, we go to the children, to babies.
Okay.
We don't make it the babies wait. Yeah. We were going to visit Ana Yatim, so I told him no need to, because I have other videos. Children, we cannot let them wait, because it's too hot. So we went to see them again. This is a camp, life in a camp. Now, this is a few photos about feeding them. This is cooking for them. This is giving them to cook. This is when they arrive. When they arrive, they are hungry. Look what we give. Rice, a little bit of curry, and they're very happy. Subhanallah. Children never complain when your parents take you to eat anything. Be quiet and eat anything. Look what people can eat. They're all sitting on the floor, very happy, thankful to Allah. Here, in every package, there is rice, there is dal, there is oil, cooking oil, there is sugar, salt, a little bit of red pepper, and flour. This, I asked my wife, how much is 1 liter of oil? She said 28 ringgit. Just the oil. So, this lasts for 1 week. For a family of 6. They try to manage. Believe me, it's not enough. But that's 50 ringgit that we take from you and take it to them. Because one thing you are not paying attention. How do we bring these things to them? With what? With the flying horse? With what? Transport. The workers, you pay them. You are not paying attention to that. The workers who bring the drive free. And when they bring it down from the transport truck, free, labor, there are a lot of things. So please, understand that. And I really want some of you to come with me next time so that you understand. You will see with your own eyes. Sweat, pants, cannot even breathe when you walk. Then you realize, okay, here is, alhamdulillah, some of what we do. This is very important. What we gave them here, this was the first trip. What we give them here, this is very, very important. What is it? Plastic. Because their plastic cannot last for more than 4 months. With the heat and rain, in less than 4 months, it's gone. So it starts leaking. So you give them another one. And this is plastic to gather, to put on their shed. 6 people, 7 people in one small room, from here to here. 6 people live in, sleep like sardine. And some of them with their mothers-in-law. How can you be with your wife? Your mother-in-law is there. Your father-in-law is there. Your brother-in-law. It's difficult. This is luxury. What is that? Mat. Mat. Luxury. If you give them that, whoa, they are so happy because they sleep on the floor or on plastic. These are your sisters, mashallah. Look how conservative they are. They are very religious people. When they see a man like me coming, they cover their face. Most of them. Even older. So it means they are good Muslims, alhamdulillah. Precious gifts to ladies. Sarongs for personal use. When you give a sarong to a sister, you have given her dunya. Why? Because she feels comfortable inside with the sarong, but not with this. Too hot. And she's wearing that inside the shed of plastic. Allahu Akbar. So when they wear this type of sarong, and they remove this inside, at least inside the house, inside the shed, they are quite happy. Okay, next please. These are the toilets. This is before it's complete, and this is when it's complete. That's all. Now this is luxury for them. This is just plastic and bamboo. This is zinc. Here, one for, let's say, men, one for women. And near the water, look, it will go out here and start leaking. So it's very unhealthy. The sanitation, almost zero. Zero. So we are afraid for the outbreak, diseases. Only Allah is saving them, subhanAllah. So that's project also. To build toilet is something very, very important. By the way, when we say build a masjid, that includes the toilet and the well. Because you pray just like that, you need water to make wudu. You need toilet. Here is an example of a masjid. Look, bamboo. Bamboo. Here is the well where they make wudu. And they walk in, they pray on plastic, my sisters and brothers. Allah will ask us, we pray on very expensive rugs. Some of us have Iranian rugs, very expensive. And your brothers don't have even. Allah will ask us, Yawm al-Qiyamah. So I took these photos where they were praying. These are a group of what you call elders. You can see, mashallah, this is a school. This is classroom. Children, look where you study. With all the technology we have, the mic, and look where they study, and they come. Children sit with their ustad. This is teacher. He teaches them Quran, and then they go home. This is what you donated. By the way, I forgot potato and onion. We give them potato and onion as well. So this is what a 50 ringgit a week can save a life of 6 Muslim members. Sometimes we just throw money right and left. Please put 200 ringgit out of your budget every month for your brothers and sisters. Put it, forget it. Allah will bless you, you will see. Rice, flour, salt, cooking oil, potatoes, onions, and beaten rice. Sometimes we give sugar, sometimes we give also salt. Now this video, the weekly ration of raw, most basic cooking materials for each family. Can we play this, please? Why it doesn't play? By the way, the man there, that's not my twin brother, that's Sheikh Zoubir. Takbir!
Allahu Akbar.
Maybe some of you never saw me with a cap. Takbir!
Allahu Akbar.
Zaki, what's wrong? That's not, that's Switzerland. Okay. Play that nice video. Thank you. Watch children, listen. Pay attention to
This is a donation, inshallah, of rice, as you see. Oil, salt, potato, onions, plantain, and spices. This can last for at least 2 days, as we know. Depends on how big the family is. I just want to say, Allah bless everybody who has donated. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is dunya and akhirah. These are your brothers, sisters who are in need. Allah Azza wa Jalla, inshallah, help you, bless you, you and your children, whatever you need, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you.
I hope you paid attention to what I said. I made a special dua for you, especially I was traveling. Really, I meant it. At that moment, I really meant it because the poor were around us. And I was spiritually a little bit different, on another mode, higher mode, FM, takbir. So I really made dua for the donors, to bless them and their children. Ameen. Okay. This is few things, you know how happy they are. MashaAllah, they get their donations and they go cook. No, sisters, feeding them from time to time is a very good thing. But feeding them every day is not good. Why? Because simply they are not used to your food. They are not used to your food. You understand? For example, the Bengalis cook a different way. If you give them the meat and the rice, they will cook it their way. So from time to time is fine, but every day, no. And you can't. Impossible. Because it's not a small group of people. It's, I told you, almost 1 million, 900,000 people. All right, this is was big. May Allah reward the donors. Few donors, alhamdulillah, have donated money for 100 cows, bulls. Alhamdulillah, Allah helped me. That's first time I was there. Second time I went, I witnessed the slaughtering of the last 18 bulls. Number 2, I slaughtered myself. But I didn't do a good job. May Allah forgive me. Takut. No, actually, it's not that. The knife, I hate when the knife is not sharp. You got it? Those who slaughtered with me, sheep, they understand. Must be very sharp. Otherwise, not good. Anyways, alhamdulillah, we slaughtered 18 cows last night, meaning before we gone to, and that meat is fresh, cooked right there. We had 1,664 kilos of meat cooked. 1 kilo per container there. When you give them one, as if you give them dunya. Because we asked some of them, what is the last time you ate meat? They said, Hari Raya, Eid al-Adha. You and me, last time we ate meat? Last night. Yes. Very good. Yalla ha. So this distribution of cooked meat, it was a delicacy for them. Alhamdulillah. The cows were slaughtered the night before. The same night it was cooked. In the morning we give them food. We give them meat. Here is slaughtering video. Now Sheikh Zoubir is slaughtering. I don't know. It's okay, but see. All right, go ahead. These are Bangladeshis. These are Bangladeshis, not the Rohingyas.
Bismillah, Allahu Akbar. Bismillah, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, wa lillahi alhamd. Bismillah, Allahu Akbar.
The knife was very sharp. That's it. So children, don't make me upset. Like there. Okay, next. Here is the food coming and we are distributing. Some parents cannot come, they send their children. Very sick. So the son or the daughter come on behalf of the family and take the meat. Here is, alhamdulillah, Riyadul Jannah logo. By the way, you see what they are carrying? The sister. The sister. She's carrying also clothes and sarong and the meat. So it's not just the meat. We give some also sanitary also for ladies. So Riyadh al-Jannah Association, inshallah, together with your help, after Allah's help, and other organizations working together, we distributed this time 6,000 blankets because it's cold. At night it's cold and they're getting sick. So they need something. These blankets are very light but very, very good. Alhamdulillah, all made in Bangladesh. So even the economy of Bangladesh is yes. So Alhamdulillah, good. We are helping two countries actually, two Muslims. The Bangladeshi Muslims and the Rohingyas. So 500 umbrellas. Now you may say, why umbrellas, right? Why umbrellas? Because you don't go all the time outside. They are always in the outside. Some of them sleep with an umbrella. It's the heat and the cold and the rain. The heat and the rain. So they need umbrellas. Distributed more than 560 food packs per day, like the ones we have been doing. Total 100 bulls slaughtered. Alhamdulillah, the 18 we have participated. Resulted in 1664 kilograms of cooked meat. The 18, not the 100 bulls. 100 bulls are tons of meat. 5 wells built. In the planning for 30 inshallah to come. 30 more wells. But we are waiting just for Bangladesh government to decide. Are they going to move them all to Kutapalong? And that's why we build there, the wells. Or if they say not yet, we will go to other places and do the wells. We cannot just use the money unwisely. 3 masjids built, alhamdulillah. Toilets and shower rooms for ladies constructed. Distributed hundreds of ladies' clothes. Hundreds of sanitary products. Alhamdulillah, when you give a sister, some pads to clean herself or to put, because I saw sisters walking while blood was coming down. Because simply, they have nothing. They have nothing. Alhamdulillah, by the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we have done all this. This is where we prepare the food and then call the families one by one to take. And they are and they don't fight, sisters and brothers. They really don't fight for food. Because they know everybody is like that. They get agitated for waiting, yes, but they don't fight. Subhanallah. Because they know everybody is suffering. And some of them were very rich. Please understand this. I saw some kids and I realized, these kids are not like others. Say, Sheikh, his father used to be doctor. Where is father killed? Oh my God, yeah, just like that. Where is the mother also lost? Very sad story. I met an ana yatim. And you know what he told us? He said, I hate my mother. Why say that? Through translator. He said, she left me, where is she? Actually, they didn't tell him that she died. He thinks his mother don't like him and doesn't want to be with him. Because if they tell him that he will go nuts too. So they were waiting for the right time to come. He's just innocent. These are sad stories, my brothers and sisters. Yes, that's what they're doing. And those people, like you, for example, we are going now and find these kids. What is your dad? I don't know. Take him. Must save him, otherwise the Burmese will kill him or turn him Burmese. Buddhist. Take him to military and he becomes. He's a kid, he's a small kid, he doesn't know. Whatever you put him in which way, he will go. So a lot of sad stories like that. A woman comes and says, this is not my son, Ana Yatim, please help him. She will say that. He's not my son. These are some of the wells we made. Alhamdulillah. The good thing, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, you don't need to dig too deep. Water is always there. Not like Africa. The well in Africa costs a lot because of the desert. But, subhanallah, in Bangladesh, water is everywhere. So these are some of the donations we have given. The mats, very important, very important. These are Ana Yatim. Alhamdulillah, we have given some cookies, but believe me, brothers and sisters, looking at them, wiping their hair is the world. The feeling is, you wipe their hair, Rasulullah said, with every hair you touch from an Ana Yatim's hair, boy or girl, Allah will forgive your sins. As many as the hair you touch. That's a child, he is reading Quran, they're following him. May Allah accept from all of you, especially the donors, and there is chance to help, so please help. And do not let shaitan fool you. Allah will ask you Yawm al-Qiyamah. Allah will ask you Yawm al-Qiyamah, did you help your brothers or not? So now I would like to show you a short video, very short, about our programs in other places of the world, like Syria, like Africa, and I ask Brother Zaki to, inshallah, short video. This is our logo, so please, here the logo means the Quran and brotherhood. This is our logo, the Quran, the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and love and respect. No music here, it's just song. No, I'm saying to them. They will say, why this video has... You may see yourself, quiet. Yatim Syria. This is Africa.
difference between us two. We're part of one family, no matter how far you are, and even if we don't know each other, you and me and you, we are one. Oh, you're my brother, you're my sister, we're one big family. Just one big family. You're my brother, you're my sister. We're one big family. You're my brother, you're my sister. We're one big family. Just one big family.
This is Ana Yatim Berkim here in Kuala Lumpur and also Tasputra. So we didn't just we do local work. Please understand that. It's just Rohingya is a major problem for bad.
Don't you see the similarities between us? Take a minute and see yourself in the mirror. You look like me.
Meet the Rohingyas here in Kuala Lumpur.
Have you thought about why we look the same? Why we feel the same? Don't tell me it's by chance. You're my brother, you're my sister, we're one big family. Oh, you're my brother, you're my sister, just one big family. It doesn't matter if you live far away from me. You feel I feel, you bleed I bleed. Sometimes we're sad, sometimes we're happy. You breathe, I breathe. We love, walk, talk, and we smile. Have you thought about?
May Allah bless you for listening. Now I am open for a few more questions, inshallah, before everybody goes home. So the point is, make dua for us. We don't need your money more than we need your dua. May Allah reward all the volunteers who are also supporting us, especially in RJA. May Allah give them Jannatul Firdaus. They are just concerned parents like you. Please don't wait for me to come and ask you for help. You come and say, Sheikh, how can we help? Okay, please. Don't wait for me to come and say, sister, brother, please help us. I am not going to do that. I am not making dua. Be quiet. Right there. Thank you very much. Ameen, ameen. Wait, sit down. So that means end the class. Ameen, end the class. So parents, you want to help? Come and see me, inshallah. Any of the volunteers, brother Zaki, brother Nazif, Nazri, sister Shamin, all the sisters here, Julia and others. You want to help? We will show you how to help. You want to come with us? Next time we plan and we go. So it is really unfortunate, very unfortunate. This is the least we can do, my brothers and sisters. The least we can do humanitarian. If I could send an army, if I was a leader, I will send it. Let the war be for good reason. This is good reason. But we can't, so we help with whatever we can, inshallah. Okay? Any question, please? Yes, Dr. Majid. Thank you. I asked if we can bring, sister said, we are concerned about anak yatim. Can we bring them here? The answer, unfortunately, no. The reason, because they don't have documents.
Sheikh, I remember last time when we had the Bosnia problem, I think the government had some sort of understanding they brought in some Bosnian children.
Yes, because they have documents. This, I agree. I agree. Look, if politicians want to do it, they can. But us, as just humanitarian.
Can we bring this issue to the government?
Can, please. You should. If you know, write a letter, talk to some politicians. But I asked the Bangladeshi government, they said no. We cannot let them go out, and it's very sad. The reason, they will have miserable life. They cannot even work. Legally, they can't work. They cannot go to schools, to the public schools. So they live in the camp and they die in the camp. You got it? If you teach them inside the camp. They said you can teach them English, not English, sorry. English is forbidden, actually. Not by the Bangladesh government, by the Myanmar government. They didn't want to teach them a language where they can tell the world about their plight. So now they are learning in Bangladesh, in the camps, English, math, history, Quran, Arabic, and Hadith. Alhamdulillah. And please help, some of your donations must go for education. Because that's the most important thing you can give them, education. So I asked that question because there was a sister who wanted to adopt, and she asked me, shh, children, listen, you are not anak yatim, thank Allah. So this sister wanted to adopt. I asked for her, they said no. But they said you can take Bangladeshi anak yatim. If any sister would like to adopt, they can bring Bangladesh, because they have IDs, they have everything. They don't mind. The Bangladeshi government don't mind give you their nationals to look after them. And yatim is yatim. It doesn't have to be blue eyes or black eyes. And yatim is yatim. The reward is the same, whether he's Rohingya or Bangladeshi or Algerian or Malaysian or Saudi or American. A yatim is yatim. So unfortunately, we need to solve this problem. Yes, maybe we apply some pressure, and maybe politicians can talk through welfare ministries or something like that. And the sisters, brothers, Rasulullah said, Ana wa kafilul yatim kahatayn. Me and the one who takes care of an orphan enter Jannah like this, meaning with him. You enter Jannah with the Prophet. Wow, what an honor. You are entering hundreds of thousands of people. Who are these people? These are anak yatim sponsors. Anak yatim take carers. The people who took good care of anak yatim. Whether you finance them or you bring them to your home and raise them. But please, adoption by giving a name is haram. I repeat. Don't bring a child and give him your name. Haram. You shouldn't, if you have ever adopted a child, tell him or her that you are not my son, you are not my daughter. Tell them the truth. Because their blood can mix with the real brothers and sisters. They can marry their own brothers and sisters. Haram. They don't know. And they are not entitled for inheritance. However, they are entitled to 1/3 of your hiba. You can donate 1/3. Up to 1/3. Yes, thank you. What else? Yes. No. Very good. Can you help them in farming? No. The government of Bangladesh does not allow them to occupy except hills. And hills all full of people, you have seen. The land where it is flat is for rice, and it's for Bangladeshis. And I'm expecting big major problems. Shaitan will create some tension between Bangladeshis and Rohingyas at a certain moment, unless we have both. This is why I don't want to take rice from here. Rice already exists in Bangladesh. We buy from Bangladeshis, then this benefit. You understand? But imagine we take rice from Malaysia. The Bangladeshis, they sell their rice to who? Then you create America. You're right, my son. Yes. Yes, sister. So. Yes. but not as we expect. No, there is. Alhamdulillah, every Muslim country helps, but not as we expect them. Sister, they are busy giving money to Ivanka. If Ivanka comes to Rohingyas, you will see all the Saudis giving her money. That's there. I think I will write a letter to Ivanka. I said, come. Riyadh al-Jannah is inviting you, and you will see how many Malays will be here. Takbir!
Allahu Akbar.
This area will be closed. All the Tansaris will come. That's the catch. Takbir!
Allahu Akbar.
We have Allah, then you. We have Allah, then good people like you. That's all. Don't care about others. Yalla, another question. Yes? No, but I can say people are not really full. They are not really hungry. Wallahi, sister, yes, I think there is enough food. I tell you why. Because in Bangladesh, everything grows. Like here. Like in Malaysia. How did you survive the Japanese war? The jungle. In the jungle, there is everything. Tapioca, everything, alhamdulillah. Children, if there is any war, God forbid, run to the jungle. By now you should have a place in your mind. Serious. A cave. Not Batu Cave. Batu Cave, you are in the wrong cave. Yalla, another question. Alright. I think it's time for you to go. Alhamdulillah, the purpose is to educate and create awareness, which I think we have done. Please support Riyadh al-Jannah with your dua, with your advice. Yes, please. Thank you. Next time I'm going, I will announce early, like 2-3 weeks before, and anyone who would like to follow me, most welcome. But you need visa. Malaysians need visa to Bangladesh. They give it to you in 3 days, they give it to you. Okay? Like Bangladeshis come here with visa, you have to have visa as well. So it's okay, we go, and alhamdulillah. And by the way, you don't sleep in those plastic. You don't sleep there, you sleep in nice hotel. Don't worry about it. Yes. One thing we have given, I forgot to mention, is mosquito kits. Mosquito there, by Asr, they start sucking your blood. So the government of Bangladesh doesn't allow any humanitarian organization to stay there at 5. By 5 you have to leave. So from morning, from sunrise until 5, which is almost Maghrib, for them, 5:30 is Maghrib, is dark by the way there. So they say, please go back to wherever you come from, to your hotel in the Coxs Bazar city. It's like this. It's like you come to KL and you drive to Srambang. All the way to Srambang there are camps. And you go, you give your help, and then you come back. That's very tiring, very exhausting, but very rewarding, inshallah. Every drop of sweat that comes out of you, inshallah, will be an ocean to extinguish your fire on the day of judgment. Say Ameen. Ameen. Every penny you give, Allah will reward you in dunya and akhirah.
Ameen.
Every child you help, Allah will look after your children as well.
Ameen.
ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. Ya Allah, bless all the brothers and sisters, especially the donors. Give them more and more, Ya Allah, and reward our youth, our children. Some children, I'm very proud of them. You know what they did? Their coins, they saved them and they donated for me to take. That really touched me. That means they care. So from now on, children, whatever coin you find at home, put it in a small box, and that is your donation, inshallah, for the Rohingya. Ameen. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. السلام عليكم. Alright, salam, salam, salam. Thank you, thank you. Alright, see you. Assalamualaikum. Daddy, did you still snap? Assalamualaikum. Assalamualaikum. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. How are you?